Okay, so today we're making black bean and peanut stew. This is a Jack Monroe recipe. I love Jack Monroe. She is a person who has lived off of food banks before, so all her recipes are affordable and practical and can be changed and adapted to whatever you have available. So today you'll need a pot and a wooden spoon for stirring. I've got a chopping board, a sharp knife and a tablespoon. In the ingredients we need 1 onion. I'm doubling up my portions because I'm cooking for a larger family, so you would need 1 onion chopped up. I'm using frozen chopped onion as is the way I cook. A tin of black beans. I'm using 2 tins of black beans. I will drain and rinse them. The water for the black beans is very black, so I like to give them a good rinse off. You'll need a tablespoon of oil, a teaspoon of paprika. That is optional, you don't need to have it. If you prefer things to be a bit spicy, you could switch in some chilli powder for that. You need 125 ml of water, 50 ml of coconut milk. You get coconut milk comes in cans and cartons. You could also use coconut cream. In fact, you could use any type of milk. So if you don't have coconut milk, you don't need to use it. I use coconut milk powder and mix it in with the water for this. You need 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. If you don't have tomato puree, you can use ketchup, a pinch of salt and pepper, 100 grams of green beans and some kale or spinach. I'm using frozen spinach and I'm using frozen green beans. You can use your green beans, can be the chopped up type if that's what you've got. It can be fresh beans, just whatever you have available. As usual, this video will not be in real time, so you'll need to use the pause button. Okay, so I've heated up my oil and I've added in my onions and I've lightly cooked them just to take the rawness off them. I also never cook without garlic, so I've added a wee bit of crushed garlic. I used frozen crushed garlic, but you could use dried garlic. It's not essential. Now we're going to add some paprika. So I like the smoked paprika, so a teaspoon of paprika. I missed off the list the mixed herbs, so I'll give a wee shake of mixed herbs. Again, not essential. And if you wanted, you could add some chilli. Give that a wee stir in. Just check my recipe and see what's coming up next. Going to add our water and our coconut milk. So that was 125 ml of water and 50 ml of coconut milk. Mine will be a wee bit more because I've doubled my recipe, but I'm also going to slow cook this at the end, so just so that it's ready when I want to eat. So I won't need as much water because the slow cooker and the water doesn't evaporate off. Mix that in. Then I am going to add in my peanut butter and my tomato puree. Once you've added your peanut butter and your tomato puree, you bring that back up, the heat back up till it comes onto the boil, and you get a nice ready sauce here. Give it a good mix. Please remember, peanut butters are a huge allergen. Then we're going to add our rinsed black beans. Love black beans, they're great. They're a wee bit more expensive than some of the other beans, but they are really nice. Give that a mix in. Add a little bit of salt and pepper just to taste. Once you think it's warm enough, turn your heat down again. I think I'm actually needing a wee bit more water in there, it's quite thick. And then I'm going to add my greens. So I'll put in my green beans and my spinach. And that is you more or less done. Cook it for about 20 minutes. And you're sorted. You can add a wee bit of lemon juice at the end just to lighten it up a wee bit. Just add that at 5 minutes before you dish it. I eat this with rice, but you could eat it with mashed potatoes, you could eat it with bread, whatever carbohydrate you fancy. And that is us done. Hope you enjoy your peanut and black bean stew.